on parlait de press break. Système d'attaque contre les défensives de pression. Des progressions pour attaquer les défensives de pression. So we'll be looking forward to your French section, and
my French isn't as good as Coach Norman's.
Enjoy.
Craig, I just wanted to publicly thank you. I've had a chance to coach with Craig and work with him for the last few years. We talk regularly about basketball. I learned so much when we're talking. I learned so much when my office is right next to his and he's talking to himself. It's constant learning all day with Craig. But thanks for listening to me. I know you guys have been here for 2 hours already. I'm just going to talk to you about our press offensive system. I think it's important to have a system that starts in the same set. You want to have a system that doesn't confuse your players. We've changed our system a little bit this year because we are often playing 3 guards. So what we do is we have the closest person inbound the ball and go. For the first 24 years of my coaching experience at the university level, we always had the same person inbounding all the time at the same spot, just to eliminate confusion. So what we'll do is we'll go back to that system if we're going to play a team who we know is pressing us, is going to press us all game and give us multiple looks, give us different looks. So what I'll do is I'll get these guys into a set that we'll use, and we'll show you how we attack, whether it's man, whether it's the full court 1-2-1-1 trapping press, or a half court press. And if you guys have questions at any point in time, please let me know. Okay. So do we have you guys here? Okay, so if we know we're going to be pressed, we're going to get into this set. We're always going to inbound on the left-hand side because we're going to put our primary ball handler right here. Who's our point guard? Okay. So we're going to have our point guard right here. Well, who's our best passing forward? Okay. We'll have you inbound the ball. And who's our 5? The 5, okay. We'll just put you right around the top of the key. Okay? And then we'll just need a couple of wing players, 2 and a 3. So maybe our secondary ball handler in the corner of the sideline. Okay? And then one of you guys will get a break. So, okay, we'll move you into mid-court there. So you're going to be on the sideline, right at mid-court, on the sideline at mid-court. So if it's man-to-man, okay, and then they're not denying our guard, well then we're just going to give it to the guard. Okay, so you've got the ball, we're going to try and get a deep outlet, probably at the top of the key standing. Okay, if that happens, all we're going to do is break up the floor. Okay, so if you're going to be up, but you're going to allow us to catch the ball, and we're always going to inbound on the left-hand side because the guards we've had are all right-handed. So where would you rather go, right or left? Are you right-handed? So you'd probably rather get to your right hand. Okay? So how we're going to break out is like this. So before we bounce the ball, you need to stay behind it for a second. Okay? The 5 is going to sprint to the rim. Okay? Now, you've got some space. Okay, as she takes that first dribble, you're going to sprint hard to the sideline. Okay, and you're going. Okay? And you guys are running to the corners. Okay, so as you get down the floor, you have some space, and then basically you guys are into whatever you want to run. Okay, for us, we're going to try and get our guard to have a posting at the rim. Okay, she's going to come down. We're going to run our guards, our wings to the corners. Okay, and in this gym, we probably tell everybody to get below the red line. Okay, in our gym, we have some takedown. And it's parallel to the edge of the backboard. So if everybody's running to the corners, then our guard who would want to be attacking has all that space. And depending who our 4-man is, we'll probably space them out over the sideline. Okay? So in our marked out here for our trail spot. So now you have all the space in the world to play. Okay? We're pretty fortunate to have some very good guards, so we're just trying to create space for them. Okay? So let's just take it back for a second. Okay, so I'm not going to make these guys run too much. So you're going to start back to the sideline right here. Okay, you're there. Okay, and we're looking to run off a score. Okay, so if you get the ball out of bounds as quickly as possible, that's what we want to do. Now, so we're still playing against man-to-man pressure. If the guard's being taken away, okay, you're going to take a couple steps down to pull me further this way. Okay, there's a reason we've left our 5 at the top. Okay, I think even at our level, sometimes if you've got a big, you're a 5-man. You like playing full court defense? No. So 5s don't like playing full court defense. So if your point guard or your primary defender is being denied, okay, then your second read is the 5. So as long as you are outside the lane, you're not getting the backcourt, you throw it to the 5. Okay? So you can deny to the 5. Okay? Where do you think, you tell me what's happening now. You're gone. Okay, so I'm not between you and the basket. We're in trouble. You guys are running to the corner. So you're on a sprint. Okay, you're gone. You're a trail. Okay, and you're attacking. Okay, and you're gonna play. And that's the other thing for us. We're not running offense if we're getting pressed. Okay, we're gonna set our press offense, and then we are attacking at the other end. We're not gonna pull it out and run anything. Okay, we're gonna play offense, and we're not gonna run an offense. Okay, so as you get into here, you probably have some principles. Your big might trail. If your big's trailing, so you can set a ball screen. Okay, you guys can go into a pin down on the other side, whatever you want. But the thing is, what we want our guards attacking. It's probably going to be a 3-on-2, or maybe the big's back there. You have an advantage somewhere. Okay, so we'll just take it back. If anybody has any questions at any point, let me know. Okay, so third option. As long as there's been a score and you can run the baseline, okay, we're going to look at if this person's being denied. Okay, sorry. So if this person's being denied and you're being denied, we're just going to send you out. Okay, so the 5. Yeah, so if the 5 is being denied, you're gone. You can head down to the floor and you can stay right around where the edge of the red volleyball court. Okay. So the next option is she's not open, she's being overplayed. We're just going to flash you to the nail. So right to the foul line. So you're playing here, you might take a step down. So now you're in the middle. I'm just going to wait right here. As that's happening, it opens up a space right here. Okay, so hold it up for a second. Okay, if they're pressing, they're ready to play you. Okay, so chances are if you're playing against a good team, you're not going to be able to just flash straight back. You're going to have to come in, get into my body, make a bit of a V cut, flash, and head back to the sideline. Now freeze for just a second. What's really important is if you have to come back so far, you're not going to be able to attack, you're not going to have an advantage, and you're not going to have an angle to get her the ball. So from mid-court, you're taking a couple steps in, and you'd like to catch the ball somewhere around where the hash mark used to be. So you're going to take a couple steps in. Okay. Flash back to the sideline, calling for the ball. Okay. You got to make sure that you come in far enough that you're not so close to the sideline. If you're too close to the sideline, you have to catch it like this. It's going to be some problem. It's going to be some problem. So you take that, take it in a few steps. Okay. Maybe even as far as here, you're coming in hard, getting into that, planting, flashing, calling for the ball with your outside hand. Okay, and you're going to make a pass there. Okay. So now, remember what we've got here. You were the primary player. They were denying you. So now you've got the same concept as when we entered to the 5. You should be going up the floor. You can give it to her right there. We're attacking. You've got your big running to the rim. Okay, you've got a shooter going to the corner, and you're attacking. Chances are, you're running the rebound, you're running the rebound. Hopefully we're going to have a shot before then. So let's just take that back, and we'll go through this just at sort of gauge speed. Okay, so just a second, let's okay, we'll start from a standstill situation. So, you're denied, you're denied. So as soon as that, you can show your hands and then sprint to the other red court down there. Okay? You take a step forward, you're denied, go hard to the middle, okay, you're there. As she's leaving, that's right, it's timing. You're flashing, bang, coming right back to there. You're gone already, you're already gone, okay? And then you're going out the floor. Okay? So let's take a look at this and see if you guys can do this. So we would say this is we usually started our 3-man on this side, so we just call it a 3-entry. Okay, so if we're looking at a 3-entry, okay, you're not there, you're just going to exit. Okay, when she exits, you can take a step forward. When she exits, then you can head towards the nail hole right at the foul line. Okay, so you can flash down, you're being denied, you're gone, exit, sprint through, come in, catch it deep, swing it, give it to her, and you're gone. So basically what you're trying to do is, if somebody's pressuring you, you want to use it against them. Okay? If you can attack their pressure and get layups, you're less likely to be pressed the rest of the game. Okay. So, and the last entry option is just a 2-entry. Okay? So same thing. You're denied, you can't get it. Okay? You're denied, you flash, you go towards the nail. Okay? You've come back. Okay? That was denied. You see that you're not getting anything. It's after basket, so you can run the baseline. You're going to run the baseline, and then in this one, you're probably going to be able to flash straight back there. Okay? And freeze. So now, if you can get it to her, great. Okay, so you cut, you can give her the ball, perfect, we're attacking. If you can't give her the ball, just hold it for just a second. If you can't get her the ball, then you can just fill her lane, you're taking it, you're running wide, okay, and you're attacking on the forward, your left hand. Okay, so now, you might at times adjust your press offense and move people around. Like at times we have put our point guard in the 2 spot because we know that, okay, where their press is set up, they're trying to take away the primary ball handler, which is right here, so they will deny this person right from the start. But we kind of make it look like this is the person we want to get the ball, but really it's that person. Okay? So let's just take it back. Let's see if you guys pick up on the entries that I'm asking for. So let's just go with a 1-entry. Okay, so we've got our 1 here. Okay, so just flash 1 entry up and down the floor. Here we go. You're going attack. Okay, move it. Just play. Penetrate the pitch. Okay, any action that you want. Okay, good. Here we go. Then swing it. Get a shot. Okay, and then score. Okay, so here we go. Get into our set again. So 4 inbounds. Okay, you're going to keep the same person, same spot. Let's just get a 5-entry this time. So you're flashing. You can't get it to the 1 you're denied. Here you go. It's there. Throw it to the 5. Back cut. You're out. You're attacking. Penetrate. Pitch. Swing. Okay? And so for us, if we can get a wide open corner 3 in transition with the right person to shoot the ball, we're going to take that every single time. Okay? So next thing is if we get can we get a 3 option? So the point guard's denied, the 5's denied, 5's gone. So here your cue is 5 leaves, open, bang, swing it, tap. There you go. Okay, so let's get that set again. So now we're just going to go with our 2 entry. So I'll give you the option. You can either hit the 1 or let her cut through and take your lane. Okay? So 1's denied. You hold for just a second. 5's gone. You flash. Induce that overplay. Flash back. Attack. Go. wide, go, move the ball ahead, okay, and then whatever you're into. Okay, so this system, it takes some practice. Okay, I realize nobody has a ton of practice time, whether it's with their high school team or their club team. Okay, but if everybody knows what spot they're supposed to get to, it'll be a little easier. Okay, you can also manipulate by putting certain people in certain spots and look to focus on certain things. Does anybody have any questions about any of that? Okay. So basically, that's our man-to-man pressure. Okay, or that's how we're going to beat man-to-man pressure. We do some other things, but I'm trying to show you a system where everything will flow together. Okay, so this is our press set. We got you back to the sideline. The next thing we'll go over is what to do against the 1-2-1-1. Actually, can we get 5 coaches out here just to set up a 1-2-1-1? You're not going to have to run. You just have to be in spots. Okay, so this will be a lot easier to see. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we got one person on the ball. Okay, we've got this second person up here. You want to come up? Okay. Okay, so here's the rationale behind this. Okay, so if we can get a 4-man, well, at least for us a 4-man, who can get the ball out of bounds quickly. Okay, we get our point guard right here. We might be able to run before doing anything else. Get it out. Look for that. Okay. If the other team has set up a press and we're not ready for it, we don't want to have a different press set for a 1-2-1-1, a half court, or man-to-man. Okay? I think it confuses your players, whether it's at our level or at the youth level. Okay? So if we see a 1-2-1-1 press, we know that somebody's up on the ball, and obviously there's more scouting at our level. You're playing here. Okay, you're probably going to sort of deny that pass. Okay, this person's probably going to be taken away. But if it's not a good team, okay, you might get a direct entry into the 5. So when you're taking away the primary ball handler, and this person is just standing there like in a zone set, the 5 might be open right here, and then it just catches and you're gone. Okay? If they're doing a good job and you're playing that person and you're playing that person, okay, what we're going to do is we're not going to inbound it to the 1. Okay, so it's really because we don't want our primary ball handler getting the ball where she can be trapped. Okay, we want her to get the ball after reversal where we can get her on the run going up the floor. So she will decoy this. Okay, you're going to make it look like you want the ball. Okay, and the same thing as before. Okay, so you're going to take a step towards the ball. Okay, freeze. You're going to take that away, or at least be there. Okay. And even if you're not taking it away, we don't want the ball going there because this is where they want us to pass the ball so they can trap us. Okay, in 1-2-1-1. So you're taking away, you're going to go back to your spot, you're going to head up the floor. Okay? As she does that, you're going to head to the nail. Okay? So now, what does everybody want to beat zone pressure? You want somebody in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our best ball handler and our best creator in the middle. Okay? What's this person going to do when the guard goes to the middle? She's going to play her for a little bit. So let's just take you back for a second. Okay. So if I'm sitting back here at mid-court, I'm not, the zone person might be over a little bit, but I'm not going to be denied man-to-man. Okay? So as you go into the middle, and as she comes with you for a little bit, she'll come with you for a little bit, this is going to open this up for me for just a second. It's going to be I'm going to fill the vacuum. Okay? So as you come in, you get the ball. Okay? You're going to get the ball right here. Okay? Now we're high enough that we're hard to trap because you've got to come all the way off the ball. Okay? And you're going to recover to her, and that's okay. And maybe we're going to get a late trap. Okay? We got you in the middle, and this person, you're probably going to take her away if they're well coached. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to flash you back here. Okay? And as you come back into the middle here, we'll bring you off the ball defensively, coach. Okay, we'll bring you back off the ball defensively into here. Okay? And if you're coming to trap, we'll get you to take away the sideline, because that's what they're probably going to do. You're going to take the sideline, you're going to come in and trap here. Okay? The guard in the middle is going to look for the ball, but again, we don't want to give it to her here. So we've got a hard trap here. Okay? You've inbounded the ball. You're going to stay in the outside third. Okay? And we're just going to swing the ball back right here. Okay? So now freeze. Because they've taken the middle away, we're going to go to the sideline. You might use one dribble. You might be able to just swing it so the ball goes there. Okay? You're on the run like crazy, going back and forth. You're on the run. You guys are both going here. You're going up the middle. You got it. Okay? Now hold it up for a second because you have the ball. Okay. What's going to happen as she's going up the sideline, we're just going to move you onto the sideline here just in case. Okay, so if I move to here, okay, you might have me, but that's where we want to go. When you get the ball, okay, there's going to be a 2-on-1. You can run to the rim for here. Okay. Now, most teams aren't going to be able to trap there. Okay, react to the reversal pass and come back and take the middle away. If they can, it's because you didn't move the ball quickly enough. But if it does happen, okay, and you get to take her away, coach will be dropping to the middle again. Okay, you're probably going to have the skip pass all the way across to this girl. Okay, and you're going to be able to go. The important thing with the 24-second clock is, if you're playing against zone pressure and you're reversing it and reversing it and reversing it, you might not be turning the ball over, but you're eating up shot clock. Okay? And if defensively, if you can get the other team to run, to consistently play with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds less of shot clock, your defense is going to be way better. Okay? And over the course of the game, it will have a major, significant impact. Okay? So let's just take this back again. So we're in our press set. Okay? We see that it's a 1-2-1-1. They're up on the ball, they're pressing, they're in here, they can have more of a zone look, whatever. You got to be taught, we call this 1 in. Okay, so we're going to put our 1 in the middle. So it's really important that you recognize this, because the inbounder might forget. You know, don't give her the ball. If you give her the ball, everything's messed up here. Now that you've got the ball where they want you to get the ball. So you're going to get patient. Your point guard has to recognize this, has to be talking to the inbounder. 1 in, 1 in. Okay? So you're going to flash. Okay? As she's flashing, you're coming hard behind her. Okay? That's right, you're leaving. Okay, we're looking to get the ball in there. Now again, if it was after a score, you could run the baseline. Okay? And get the ball in there. You got it in there, you might get her going up the middle, but if these guys did a great job here getting into the middle, you have the same thing. Like, don't leave the middle. Don't leave until you know you're going to get the ball. Our whole thing is we've got to get you the ball. Okay? So the ball gets, so if you can get it there to the sideline and coach can get back into here, and you stay behind the ball, it's a detailed point is make sure that your inbounder isn't in the middle of the floor. Okay? If the ball is on in the outside third on the right side, you've got to have a foot into that middle third and make that pass really easy. And on this catch, you can still reverse it. Okay? So you might get her in the middle, she's on the run, or you might swing it back. Okay? And then she'll swing it, you'll stay back there, and then she'll get it to her going up the middle. Okay? So we'll just take it out of bounds again. One flashes in, induces the overplay. You want her to play with her net. So now, remember, she's not going to have a whole lot of time. But the other read on this is, okay, if she goes and she stays, okay, the inbounder has to read this middle person. Okay? If that middle person stays with the 5, you might be able to get it right here and go. Okay? And if not, you're flashing back. Okay, so I'll let you guys go through it. Okay, so you're just going 1 in. Here we go. Flash the point guard in. Flash that person back. Get there. Okay, good. Take it to the sideline. Swing it. And then you're attacking. go. You're going to be on the run, okay, and you're going. We don't want to dribble when we catch the ball in the middle unless we're on the run. But it's our point guard, so we trust her. Okay? So let's just try it again. Let's just go with the 3 entry, get the ball reversed, and then get up the floor. Okay, so flash in, 5 exits, in, pass fake, swing it, give it a second, hold on to the ponytail, stay right back here. Okay? So I know you guys are having one fast as hard as you want to work. So the ball's there. Okay? Stay behind it. Coach comes in. He's got the trap right there. Okay? Swing it back. Okay? You're coming back up and down the sideline. It goes right there. Okay? You're going up, and you're going up the middle. And if the ball's moving quickly, there's no way she's going to be there. Okay? You'll be able to move quickly and you'll be able to tackle. Just try that one more time. I promise I won't stop it. Okay, flash, take it. Get good. There, swing it. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. There we go. Flash, exit. There. Okay, so hold the freeze. Now pivot. Good pivot. Okay. Now so here, move right back into here. Okay. Ball comes back. You go swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it. Man, get her in the middle, quick, going up. Okay, good. And you're tackling. You'll be able to get the ball to your guard in the middle most of the time. Okay, if you can't get it, you might be able to attack one-on-one. Okay, if they're so far spread out, or skip it across to the other side. So let's just see you guys get it in, and then skip it across from the 2 to the 3. Okay? Warmed up enough to do that? Okay, here we go. There. Okay. Okay, so that's good. We're good. We're good. What do we want to play defense down there? Try to get some of this just spreading. Okay. So actually, thanks, coaches. I'll let you guys sit down for just a second.
That's me.
Okay. To run a half-court trap. So the key teaching points for this are the timing issues are, first of all, keep getting to that spacing. Okay, so you're good. So taking a step, but making sure that she doesn't get the ball. Make it look like you want to get the ball, sell it, okay, and then you're going to flash to the nail. You can leave, and hopefully you're going to pull somebody with you, okay, and when you go there, timing is, you got to be ready as she goes, you're flashing hard, okay. On your catch, okay, you can pivot, okay, and pass it and have a look at that. You have a look at the middle, but we really don't want to go there, okay. On the swing back, you're still, we always talk to our players about the court's divided into thirds. Okay, so the middle third is the width of the lane, and then the outside thirds are sideline to the edge of the lane line. So if you're catching the ball here, you've got to be still in part of the outside third, and then we're timing flashing that first back. Okay, if the ball is moving quickly, okay, you should be able to get it and then relay to this guard coming up here or somewhere in the open. And if they really somehow took that away, you have this cross or escape. Okay? But I really think you get a guard here 9 out of 10 times. You do that, the Craig actually uses it. So, okay. Does anybody have any questions about any of these things or anything we covered there? Okay. Now, you can use this against a 3/4 court press. Okay? Even if it's easy for them to get the ball into the guard, I think we don't want the guard to get the ball unless they can attack. Okay? So it's like I said, with 24 seconds, it's not necessarily about beating pressure, it's about being able to attack pressure. Okay? So we also get the, actually I'll show you guys half court pressure right now, what we use under the same set. So if we're in this set here, we think we're being pressed. We've seen a 1-2-1-1, we've seen man pressure. If there's a half court trap, what we'll do is we'll go 5 in. Okay, so if we go 5 in, we can give the ball to the point guard. So if we'll enter the ball to the point guard. Quebec, do we have the coaches back in again? Just to set up like a 1-2-2 half court. Okay, so we can just get a coach right here. Okay, a couple coaches on the sideline, and 2 coaches back around the elbows. So what we'll do is we'll inbound to the guard. Okay, and what we need is we need an inbounder who's also a pretty good passer. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to take our 5 and put her into that spot, and she's going to be 5 in the middle. So we're going to send you, and we really talk about whenever we're beating pressure, making sure that the middle of our press offense is nowhere near the charge circle, or the jump circle. Okay, because if she's that side and she flashes back the ball, we know it's going to be a backcourt violation. If it's here, I just don't like to be too close to the line. So we're going to send you up somewhere halfway between the jump circle and the top of the key. And it could be a little bit deeper. So I think what almost everybody does when they see a half-court press is they kind of get into a 2-3 set. So there's a forward person, the trail person here, they'll send you up, foul line extended, they'll send you up, foul line extended, the guard will come back, and these 2 people will throw it back and forth a couple times, and then maybe get it up into the middle, and maybe attack. Okay? So for me, the defense wins every time the ball goes from that side and back over. Okay, because it's eating up shot clock. Our goal is to make sure that we go east to west once, and then we got to go north south. Okay, and make somebody pay for pressing us. So what we'll do is we'll get into this set, and we will have the ball side person be not too close to center, maybe just above the top of the key, and be a threat to pass here. Okay. So we want to make sure that she always has options, so that's one option. If you are opposite the ball, we're sending you to the corner. Okay? Because against press, you're not going to throw a cross-court diagonal pass when the defense is set anyway. So all we want you to do is get to the corner, and let's see what they're going to do at the back. We're going to try and stretch them out. Okay? In the middle, you're always available, but what's the thing that you're taught with a half-court trap? Take away the middle. You know, that we know that's your kind of primary responsibility. Okay? So now, same concept. Okay, we'll just move you back over here for a bit. Okay? We know we want to keep this person behind the ball and accessible. Okay? You could have you're usually probably going to have a longer, more athletic person here. You want to stay away from getting tips. Okay? The guard's job is to try and engage this person and this person. Okay? So you're not going to just go up the sideline and be easy. Okay? Easy to try. What you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to try and get a piece of the jump circle. So I'm going to get a piece of the jump circle. I'm going to make you play. Okay? I'm not going to cross mid-court. Okay? So now I'm coming up, I'm attacking the middle, it maybe draws you in a little bit. That means that you're going to play. Okay? You're at the back. You got her covered. You guys are all good. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm getting here. Okay? Now I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull you with me, pull you here. You're denying that. I don't really want to pass it there. Okay? But I want to make sure that you're guarding there. So what I'm going to do is I pick up that dribble. Okay? I've made sure that you're guarded here. I've looked. I see that that person in the middle is guarded. Okay? And I'm going to swing it back to the four-man. Okay? Or the trailer. As that is happening, okay, you are starting to drop a little bit. Okay? You're still available in the middle. Okay? And you got behind, this person here got behind the defense. They kind of know where she is, but they're not really worried about it. Okay? And you are going to flash from the corner. And you might be on the dribble. Okay? Probably going to be one or two dribbles. You're flashing, you're going to catch the ball somewhere around the 3-point line extended. So when the ball comes here, okay, you're going to have great options. Now, everything to this point is what most people do. Here's what we've added to it. Okay? So you're coming up, I'm going to be you for a second. So the ball was up back there at the guard, I've looked for the ball. Ball starts to get reversed, okay? I'm starting to get to the baseline, okay? And as you're catching the ball, I'm sprinting to the corner, freeze. So now, as she's catching the ball, you're rolling down the lane and you're looking for the ball. Okay? That side is cleared out. Okay? You can trail behind as a safety person. So we brought you through to the corner. Okay? And our point guard, we're going to let you trail on the weak side. So what we have is, we try to set it up so that when we do this, we put the shooter on the first side of the floor. So if name again? Fatima. So Fatima is our best shooter. Okay? So we're going to put her on this side of the floor, knowing that we're going to get a ball reversal. Okay? And we can get her at corner 3. Now, depending on the level you're at and who your team is, they might be open closer in on the baseline. Okay? So for us, when we run this, we try to get Joanny Castor-Tadal in the corner all the time. So as he's going to make that shot 8 times out of 10. So as you catch the ball, here are your reads. Okay? You're going to have 3 options where we can attack. We got the corner 3. Okay? We got the big rolling down the lane, which is now open. Okay? You guys have probably jumped to the ball and protected everything, so you're going to be in there. Somebody went that. If somebody went there, great. If not, okay, you're probably going to drop into the help side. So you're coming down the middle. Okay? If you don't have any of those 2 people, you have the ball where you can skip it to your best creator. So if you skip it back to your point guard, you've got a closeout situation where there's an advantage you can attack. So now you get it. She's closing out on you. You're attacking, getting to the paint, and making a decision. Okay? And you're back in the same, so make sure you cross over the court, just in case. Okay, so let's just take that back again. Okay. Actually, coaches, maybe I'll just have you guys sit down for a second. Sorry. I think we're okay. We'll go through this 5-on-0. Okay, so the guard sees that it's a half-court press. Half-court zone press. She's calling 5 and she's going to get the ball. Okay? So you're headed to halfway, maybe even closer to the 3-point line. You're good right there. You're going right down to the corner to stretch that person out. If that person doesn't go all the way to the corner, what happens on the reversal is she ends up catching the ball somewhere around here. And that makes that pass tougher, that pass tougher. Okay? You want to try and short passes when possible. So you're going to come in here and you're going to head towards the charge circle. Okay? You're going to try and pull me in, pull that person in. As that happens, you pivot to this person who's in the middle. You rip. Now freeze this second. We didn't talk about this, but the person in the middle might be open. And if the person in the middle is open, you can look at that, especially after you've gone sideline a couple times. Okay? If you're in the middle, okay, you're going to catch it and probably go opposite where it came, and you're attacking. Okay, we're not running anything. We're playing offense now. Okay? But initially, so you take it, you're flashing up the side, and you're going. Because here's the thing, this is your open 3. You sprint through. Okay? You've got to be there on your catch. Okay? So you've got 1, 2, these are your 2 primary options, and then you got to skip it. If you skip it there, okay, now you're driving. So if you see drive spin, where are you going? You're going to head down that way, that's it, good. Okay? If she drives baseline, then you can rotate behind you. Okay? So let's just take that back and you guys can make a decision on it. Okay? So you're going to get a ball reversal. You're either going to get a corner 3. Okay? Or you're going to hit the big in the middle. Ball goes in, so you guys call it 5 in, 5 in. up. Good. That's it. Good. To the left. Here we go. Run it again from the other side. Here we go. Run it again from the other side. We're in our press set. Okay. Spread aside. Here we go. 5 in. Good. So as it gets in towards the middle, that's it. Good. Come back. Sprint up. Okay. Good. Quarter 3. Shot goes up. Okay. And that's right. You can get it in the corner. You can also beat the post. Okay. Run it one more time. Skip it to the guard to attack. Okay. Create a close-up situation for her to attack. Okay. Real flash. Back. Come back. There. Sprint. Skip. Attack. Okay. And you got your score. Okay. So again, go to the defense. But anyhow. Okay. So let's just get you guys to come on down here for a second. Okay. So, does anybody have any questions so far? Okay. I'll just reset 5 in. Just try and talk a little bit about some of the key points. Okay. So things that you're going to forget about. So the ball goes to the 1, and they've allowed it in. Okay. So you can stay back. Okay. Things that are really important. Get all the way to the corner. Okay. So you get all the way to the corner, and what that'll do is that just stretches out their zone. And if you have a good guard, okay, as you're coming up the middle, okay, if they've totally forgotten about the girl from the corner, we've actually gotten layups because she just runs to the rim and we just throw it from there. Okay, it happens. Sometimes kids, especially kids that get back there in the zone press and all they're doing is they're looking at the ball and they're standing like this, except being in a situation where it's ball, you man. Okay? So make sure that you get it right to the corner. Okay? If you can, if you have a 3-point shooter, try and start them on the ball side. As you come up the floor, it might, just be one of these ones where they're laning. So you got to come to me. Okay, so engage B, come to me, come in. Okay, get contact. Okay, make sure that you engage B, and then as you get towards the middle, you're going to start to break out towards the sideline. You see what's happening? You can start to drop a little bit. Okay, the back person into the zone is going to play the shooter, so you can drop because you want to be in the corner on her catch. Okay, or on your Joy's catch. Okay? So, you're there, you make them think, you got to make them believe that you can burst through and cross midcourt and attack them. Okay, so you have to have them on their heels a little. And the thing is, sometimes you might be able to. Okay, and if you're going to the corner, it might be an option. Okay, but you probably want to let the offense do the work for you here. So you come in, you bust it out, okay, you break towards the sideline, you get everything flowing this way, okay? Now on the reversal back, okay, you're lifting out of the corner, okay, and you're still an option here. Because what's going to happen is eventually, when you hit this a couple times, the defense will start to spread out, and then that's going to be the okay, and even if this person started to go early on this catch, we got our best ball handler sprinting up the sideline, and you might hit her on the run, and we're attacking. Okay, if you run this well, you probably can get a shot, get a high percentage shot in 8 seconds. Okay, 8 to 10 seconds, and you're just playing offense. Okay, there's good spacing. Okay, you've got a threat in the middle of the floor, and you're playing from behind the zone. Okay, and I think those are all important things. So the ball gets passed there. Okay, you got the big rolling down the lane, you got the corner person, so you've got options 1, 2, 3, and worst case scenario is the reversal back here, where if you catch it, you got to catch it, you got to move it to the guard as quickly as possible, and then you're playing. Okay. Anything else that you guards? Okay. Okay. So I have some other things that I can show you for man-to-man pressure. Okay? The stuff here that we use against zone stuff has always been effective. What defenses do you guys struggle with or have the most trouble with?
I'm not struggling with, but you're showing the 1-2-1-1. But at the university level, I saw a lot of 2-2-1.
Yeah.
2-2-1, just to slow down the ball.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's okay.
You want me to
Can I get the coaches up here again? So. So against the 2-2-1, we will use either or. So get into our press set. Get into our press set. So if it's a 2-2-1, we can do either or. So we've got you in the second row. Okay, we've got you up here. Okay, so we can do either. So if we send you into the middle, okay. Okay, and we flash you back, we can run one in. Okay, we can run one in. And you might even, if it's dropped back like that, we'll just adjust the level. So instead of you going to the nail, we'll drop you right into the middle of the box, in between the four. So let's put you right here. Okay, and we'll get the ball in. Okay, and they'll usually show here, back. And you can really, what you'll want to do here is not give it to the middle right away. Okay? You're probably going to slide over. Okay? And you're going to look like you want the ball, but we don't want to get the ball because now I got my back to where I want to go, and I can't attack. I can pin and pass it out. But if you pass fake at me, it's probably going to get this person to play here, that person to drop here. If you reverse it quickly, reverse it, okay, right to the crease, okay, if it's a quick reversal, again, this is the middle where I'm on the run and I'm going, okay, whereas on the first side, on the first entry, it's like a post-up. I'm going to catch it like this, and I'm not really in an attack position, but once the ball gets reversed, okay, and we got closing up there, I'm on the run, I'm going this way, and we're attacking, okay. So you can run one in against a 1-2-2, 3/4 quarter, or a 2-2-1. Okay. 5 in also works well as also. So let's just take it back.
I have a question on the 1 in. Yeah. You sometimes fake it by actually passing and then make the pass back there.
If you had to.
Yeah.
If you had to, but if they're really spreading, again, if they're spreading the floor that much, then that probably means that you're out there, and I catch it and I square, and if I'm a guard, I can go. Okay, so I'm probably one-on-one in space, and we're going to be okay. But with the 24-second clock, try not to make any redundant passes. Okay? And it's pretty simple, but this works most of the time. Okay? So if you wanted to go 5 in, so we end the ball to our guard. Okay? We're going to send our 5 deep up the floor. Okay? And you're going to go to the corner, you're going to go deep. Okay? And now, they can adjust their positioning a little bit. Okay? You can go a little deeper too, so now they will probably drop this off a little bit. Okay? So you'll have options to either go, okay, to attack, or you can run 5 in. So you might take a couple dribbles, and with the 2-2-1, sometimes they'll lane you, okay? They'll lane it, and they'll come up, and they'll try and trap here, okay? The back of the zone will take that pass away, okay? And then you'll drop, you'll have short middle, okay, and you'll have long middle. Okay. So right now, essentially what you've got is, you got 2 on the ball, like you did in the half-court trap, okay? You've got the middle covered short, the middle covered long. Okay, and if we throw the ball back there now, okay, the Joy's sprinting up the sideline, and you're getting ready because you're getting corner 3. If you get there, get there. Okay, so now, like I said, most people are just going to leave that person there. Okay, but if you get that person through quickly into corner 3, the other thing it does is it opens up for your guard. So if you skip it here, you've got an isolation over here where they can attack. You're just trying to create space for them. Okay, and they know that they have to attack and create. Okay, so you might mix up running 5 in, might run 5 extra bid. They may adapt and press. They might go, okay, they're extending it, they're protecting a little more. I might switch to far over. They're spreading it out. Maybe I can go 1 in. Okay, they both can work against 3/4 court. Okay, against the half court, I think 5 can be really effective, and against somebody that's trapped right away, I would go 1 in. Any other questions? Does that answer your question? Okay. Okay, we'll just take it back. I'll just show you a couple of specials we'll run. Okay, so coaches, we're okay now. Again, coaches, you guys are good. Okay. So, if we're in a situation where we know we're going to be pressed, and we want to try and get an even better advantage for our guard, we'll just run something called Gonzaga. All we'll do is we'll move the 5 back to mid-court. Okay. And if we know the guard's going to be denied, okay, we'll take that step in, flash you to the down. We'll probably go a little bit deeper. Okay, here there's a dot circle right here. Okay. And as that's happening, you actually not so far away. Okay. And you're going to run in to around the foul line and get ready to set a screen. Okay, just freeze. Okay. So as she's coming into the middle, you're going to have to get open. Okay. And we'll try and put maybe our best shooter over on that side. And we'll flash this person in and try and get a deep catch somewhere around the red line if possible. Okay? So you take your step in, walk your person away, get the entry right here. So as the ball is in the air, and actually just move you a little bit lower. As the ball is in the air, we're going to set a screen. So I'm denying you, you come and set a screen, you're just going to run off of this if you're big. Okay, and I'm chasing. Okay, ball's there. You're on the run. Okay, now one thing that can happen is the bigs player, the bigs defender might drop a little bit, so you might have to change your angle a little bit. But we're going to get you on the run with the guard chasing you and only one other person down. Okay, so let's just take a look at that 5-on-0. So what you're going to get is you're going to get your guard into space on the run where they can attack. So you can just step back if you want to go on the opposite cell that you're going to set the screen. Okay, so you flash in, come a little bit lower than normal. Okay, you're starting to come up. Ball's caught. Back screen. Going on her catch. You're attacking. Okay, you might get corner 3 down there. Okay, or 1-on-1 where you can get to the rim. Okay, so I'll let you guys run through that both ways. Flash, we're going to come back on the screen. You just moved earlier, cut it through. Okay, you're attacking, you're getting a quick score. So we had the ball, like we've used this, 5 seconds left in a quarter. Call a timeout, get the ball inbounds quickly, you get the guard on the run. You can, at least at our level, you can probably score in 4 seconds. Okay? Can you guys try this one more time? So we'll run our basic press set against man-to-man. Another thing, if we're playing against the team that is going to double team our point guard before the ball gets inbounded, we'll have our point guard inbound the ball. Okay? So we'll get our primary ball handler with the ball out of bounds. Okay? So again, we always inbound it on the left-hand side just so we know what we're doing. Okay? If we're going to be pressed. We'll take our bigs. So you guys are our bigs. And we'll take them in line with the elbow, probably 2 or 3 big steps inside midcourt. So you're going to be right over here. You guys can start on the elbows. So now they can't double team her, obviously, or else we have a major advantage. Okay? We're going to make it tough for them to get the ball. So what we'll do is we'll cross these people so guys will cross, and now as they're crossing, you guys are going to take 2 big steps forward towards probably where the white line is, and you're going to come off screens. So you guys cross, okay, and then you're coming off screens and you're going along. Okay? You know, with the club stuff and the high school stuff, you might actually get somebody for a long pass. Okay? Now, if you think you're going to get somebody, you might want to just not run the other person, because if they're both running, then you're bringing both defenders with you. But if you think you can get somebody, you might cross and say, you're stopping, and we're going to get Joy going along. Okay? So now, if they cross, okay, if you guys cross and come off the screens, okay, freeze for a second. What this usually does is loosens up the defense on the big. So they're worried about either you might get a switch, okay, which is really what we want, okay, or we get this person to loosen up for a second, and then this person will flash through the ball. Okay, they'll both flash. You should be able to get it to one of these 2 people. Okay, now if you're not too close to the sideline, it's ideal. Now you're just going to step in, and if they're playing, you can go one way or the other. Okay, so hopefully we're going to get you on the run. Okay, we're attacking, we're going downhill, we're going to the rim. So let's see if we can do that. So we're going to get the ball entered to one of the bigs. Okay, you guys are going to cross, you're going to get the ball entered to one of the bigs. Okay, and then it's going to be basically pass it in, get it back. Okay, good. And then if you get it on the run down the freeze, and then you're going. Okay, you might get into a set at that point. This is more of a safety thing than anything else. Okay, you guys can get back into that set.
Coach, why do you want her to inbound on the left-hand side?
We want her to inbound on the left-hand side because in all our other stuff, we have our point guard on this side so that she can attack in the middle of the floor with the right hand. Okay, so for consistency's sake, we want to eliminate as many decisions as possible. Okay, this makes it a little bit easier. Now, the other thing is, you're in this set. If you're playing against a team that's very aggressive and you have an inbounder who can actually throw the ball, sometimes we can make a call. Okay, so if this is our 1, our 2, our 3, our 4, and our 5. Okay, and this is just an idea I stole from Eddie Pabacala. If we think we have an advantage, if we think, nice. Okay. If our 4, I got the Aisa part. Okay. If our 4 has an advantage, we might just say, hey, run 40. Okay, which all it means is, okay, this person's really denying hard. Okay, Aisa's got an advantage on me. She's athletic. She's going to beat me down the floor. And if she's calling, okay, let's run 40, 40. She's the 4. We're just adding a 0 on it. Now all it means is you're going to go long. Okay, so we're in our box set. Okay, we think we have an advantage there. If you hear 40 or you call 40, all that's going to happen is you're going to take a step towards the ball. Okay, and then you're going along. Okay, so you might take the step, pivot that way, and go. Okay, your whole thing is when you're throwing the ball, you want to make sure there's some air under it, not too much, and it's being thrown towards the middle of the floor. Okay, so you're going to turn, you're going to run, you're going to be able to look over your inside shoulder, and if it bounces, it's going to bounce around the midline. Okay. At least we'd like to not catch it, or we'd like to catch it in the air and not have it bounce first. Okay? So, I mean, you can make some adjustments however you want when you're running this. You can go 40, you can go 50. If you think this is your advantage, okay, you can just clear Aisa, okay, out towards here. So like, if it was 30 was our advantage, okay, you might take a step towards the ball, and then you might just flash in here. Okay, bring your man with you. You turn, you go. Okay, they can't switch. Okay, so if you come into the middle, and then you're attacking. Okay, that's obviously something that you have to practice. Okay, so all it means is creating an opportunity for somebody to get out and not giving them a chance to switch. Okay. You can run the same sort of concept if you can run 4 across, like a 1-4, okay, or any other set. Anything else? Does anybody have any questions about anything in particular? Okay. Like I think if you're going to be pressed often, I think you need a couple of things that can get you the ball inbounded, and where you can attack, especially when you're playing against teams that might be more superior to you. Okay, it gives your kids some confidence. Okay? If you can get them an easy basket, it also will maybe have a team take away some of the pressure. Okay. Any questions? Good. 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 Right. I think I'm done. Thanks so much, girls. You guys are fantastic. I know it's a long day.
En espérant que vous avez apprécié votre journée. On s'en va en congé. On est dans 2 semaines. On va avoir le temps de finir ça un peu. Profitez des fêtes, bon congé. Et bon retour de gymnase au mois de janvier. Merci. Bon retour aussi.
Okay, I just want to say, if anybody has any questions, you can, I think my contact information is on our website, so feel free to reach out anytime.
Juste pour tout le monde, on a évidemment du stop range.